still, no clock would tick. The light was low, the shadows thick, but somehow she was in the air, not seen, not touched, but always there. The quiet curved the way she stood, a silent echo made of wood. Even silence knows her shape, the way she leaned, the way she draped. Her sweater hung like breath on glass, still frozen in the time we passed. No sound, no voice, no falling rain, yet everything still speaks her name. Even silence knows her shape, like grief that doesn't try escape. The hallway hums her parting steps, the floor still keeps where laughter slept. I reach for words, they won't arrive, just stillness learning to survive. Her name's not said, her song's not played, but every hush holds what she weighed. Even silence knows her shape, like hands that never quite ungrape. She's carved in pauses, steeped in hush, and every dusk and coffee rush. I speak to space, the air replies with all the ways she never dies. Even silence knows her shape, the outline lost can never scrape. They said that time would clean the glass, that silence fades like seasons pass. But I have found in every calm, she lingers more than memories born. Even silence knows her shape, where candles flicker, hearts reshape, where nothing moves, and yet She walked away with morning light, with every shade of blue in sight. The clouds stood still to let her pass, while I just watched through fogged up glass. She didn't cry, she didn't turn, just left with all the sun I'd earned. She took the sky, I took the rain. She wore the breeze, I held the pain. She drifted off in painted hues, I stood beneath in soggy shoes. And though the world kept turning through, it split in gray baby blue. She took the sky, I took the rain, two halves of one unspoken strain. She hummed a tune the wind would keep, while I sang low, too drenched to sleep. Her footprints vanished with the breeze, mine puddled deep beneath the trees. She flew where summer dares to go, I stayed where only cold things grow. She took the sky, I took the rain. She chased the clouds, I kissed the pain. The thunder never said her name, but echoed softly, just the same. And every time the lightning strikes, it flickers in the parting lights. She took the sky, I took the rain, and neither side can quite explain. Maybe love can't live in one, if one is shade and one is sun. We burned too bright, then broke apart, and fell into our chosen part. She took the sky, I took the rain, two stories split from one refrain. And though I wish we'd shared the air, some hearts are just not built to pair. So when it storms, I sing her name, and let the drops recall the flame. She took the sky, I took the... She didn't stay, she didn't try, just touched my life and passed me by, like sunlight on a passing train, too brief to name, too bright to frame. But ever since the colors bent, as if she taught the day to end, passing through her light, the shadows turned polite. She didn't stay, but changed the tone of every room I walk alone. No fire, no fight, just passing through her light, and I'm still warmed by what she's shown. She said so little, smiled so wide, left no regrets, left no goodbye. But something in the way she breathed rewrote the air, then quietly left. Now morning finds my window bare, yet golden with her not quite there. Passing through her light, like dusk that holds the night. She She wasn't mine, she wasn't lost, but gave me peace without a cost. No claim, no right, just passing through her life. And somehow that still feels like flight. Some people blaze, some leave a mark. She lit the corners of my dark. No need for names or photographs, just how the day now gently laughs, passing through her light. She changed the world in slight. And though she's gone without a trace, the warmth remains an empty space. No wrong, no right, just passing through her light. And I still see the world that way. The windows watched us laugh and lean through morning soft and nights unseen. They caught your breath in foggy glaze and danced with light on shadowed days. You brushed your hair, the glass looked in. It held the secrets in your grin. When windows watched, we didn't know how fast the light could come and go. They framed your shape in golden hue and memorized what love once knew. Now every pain reflects the cost of what the room and I have lost. When windows watched, they saw you too. The blinds still shift like you once did. The breeze returns where words were hid. Your coat hung close beside the sill, a silent oath the glass holds still. And in the glare of afternoon, the windows shine like some old tune. When windows watched, we spoke in glance. The light would linger like romance. They caught your smile before the start, the swell, the paper thin. And now they stare in quiet ache at every dusk the sky will make. For even glass can hold a flame and whisper back a lover's name. When windows watched, they watched you stay, then watched you go. The clouds had wept and wandered on. The thunder stilled, the storm was gone. The streets lay glassed in silver sheen, a quiet world scrubbed cold and clean. I stepped outside, the sky was pale, and every drop told me her tale. After the rain fell, the silence had a spell, like all the tears we never shed, just waited there on rooftops' head, no words to yell. After the rain fell, her name came softer than farewell. Flowers bowed with heavy grace, as if they'd seen her fleeting face. The gutters hummed a lullaby, and I remembered how she'd cry. Not loud, not sharp, just like the breeze that lingers long on shivering trees. After the rain fell, I knew too much to tell. The air still held her citrus tone and made the breeze feel not alone, each puddle swell. After the rain fell, reflected things I shouldn't dwell. Some love is thunder, bold and brief. Some love is what comes in relief. Not the storm, but what remains, the scent, the hush, the water stains. After the rain fell, she passed too light to quell. No storm could wash her fully clean. She stayed beneath each in-between, in sky, in shell. After the rain fell, I knew I'd never break her spell. She closed the door but left no sound, just shifted air and settled ground. The clock still ticks the way it did, but echoes louder where she hid. Each room retains her turning glance, like silence waiting for a dance. quake, just echoes in her wake. And every step I take still stalls. Her mug remains upon the sill. The tea long cold, the window still. A book half read with dog-eared page still hums with her, still holds her stage. I try to speak, but breath won't bend, for echoes do not comprehend. Echoes in her wake, the sound the silence makes when someone leaves but won't let go of all the things they used to know. No give, no take, just echoes in her wake, and haunting like the dusk will show. She's gone in body, not in tone. She's absence that I walk alone. And every word I think to say returns in her forgotten way. Echoes in her wake, like footsteps I mistake for hers, though I've long known the truth. The air still smells of borrowed youth. No song to fake, just echoes in her wake, and I've grown used to her ache. She sat beside me in the dark, a fading breath, a shrinking spark. Her eyes were there, but miles away, as if her soul had slipped to gray. I reached, but held a softer air. She vanished while she still was there. She faded like smoke, no flash, no sound, no choke, just drifted through the open blinds, left fragrance where she once entwined. No flame to stoke, she faded like smoke, and all I had was what she broke. The room still smells of her perfume, a velvet hush in every room. She didn't run, she didn't cry, she just became a kind of sky. Too wide to hold, too soft to see. She whispered out of memory. She faded like smoke. Through cracks the silence spoke. No door was slammed, no letters burned, just presence gone where I still turn. No string, no yoke. She faded like smoke and left the light too slow to sow. Some leave like thunder, sharp and sure. but she dissolved, a trace demure. Like incense lost to open wind, she left no start, she left no end. She faded like smoke, the air too thin to cloak. I chased her with the quiet breeze, but she was gone from all of these. No vow, no joke. She faded like smoke, and in her fog I learned to cope. She used to sit beside the fire with books and tea. The day expired, her knees tucked in, her fingers bent. On every page her silence went. Now all the light feels rearranged, but only one thing hasn't changed. Only the chair stayed, its cushion sunk, its fabric frayed. No echoes left, no scent remains, but still it holds invisible chains. No voice obeyed, only the chair stayed. Like it still waits to be repaid. I moved the frames, I swept the floor, I painted walls, replaced the door. The lamp is new, the curtains pale, but that old chair still tells the tale. I sit beside but not within, it holds the shape of where she's been. Only the chair stayed, while all the rest decayed. I tried to sell it once or twice, but couldn't name a worthy price. So there it lay, only the chair stayed. Like it refused to be betrayed. Some things remember what we can't, like creaks and floors and fading plants. I let her go, I cleared the air, but couldn't move that waiting chair. Only the chair stayed, unchanged, unmoved, unplayed. No shadow sits, no comfort calls, yet still it stares across the walls, like love delayed. Only the chair stayed, and somehow that feels more than made. smiled but didn't hold the line. Her laughter cracked just past the spine. She spoke but paused before each word, like every sound no longer stirred. I felt her hand slip from my knee, like wind that's leaving from the sea. Before the sky turned, the light was thin and stern. The sun still shone, but with a sigh, like even it had learned goodbye. The blue still burned before the sky turned, but love already ceased to yearn. She moved around like she was gone. Her body stayed but drifted on. The coffee cooled before her sip. Her name began to lose its grip, and in her gaze I saw a gate. She'd found the key, I found the way. Before the sky turned, I saw the quiet churn. The leaves all trembled without breeze. The minutes slowed like aching knees. No flame discerned. Before the sky turned, but something left that won't return. We think the sky must first go black before we know she won't come back. Some goodbyes are made of haze, of daylight losing all its blaze. Before the sky turned, she whispered with concern, not for herself but for the end that neither lover could defend. No wrath, no spurn. Before the sky turned, she let go softer than the wind. I wrote her name on notebook lines with ink that blurred through crossing times. It used to shine with golden grace. Now every letter hides a face, and when I speak it, it feels wrong, like echoes tone that stay too long. Shadows under her name, no fire left, no flame, just shapes of what I can't recall. The rise and fall of nothing small, no claim to fame, just shadows under her name. name beneath the tree. It used to mean the world to me, but now the bark has swallowed deep each curve decay, each vow asleep. And still I stand with open palms, but hold no voice, no heat, no qualms. Shadows under her name, like footprints drowned in rain. No photograph could draw her whole, just blurred out lines where time took toll, too dim to frame. Just shadows under her name, and I don't whisper it the same. Some names survive in songs and stone, but hers just left me more alone. A word once bright with breath and spark now barely stirs the quiet dark. Final battles under her name is all that still remains. No syllable can bring her back, no melody can fill the crack. Just dusk, no flame, shadows under her name, and I forgot the way she came. There used to be her coat right there, hung soft beside the wooden chair. The scent of books, a laugh at noon, a humming low that filled the room. But now the air is clean and cold, like something sacred growing old. When the room forgot the shape her silence brought, no echo rang along the sill, no breeze returned her voice to fill. Just time that fought when the room forgot. It let her go without a thought. The cushion rose, the curtains dried, the mirror gave no look to hide. The shadows once where she would stand have leveled out like even sand. And though I searched each drawer and tile, the space refused to give a sign. When the room forgot, it emptied what was not. No photos blinked with secret code, no floorboard sighed beneath the load, no whisper caught. When the room forgot, it left me there with what it's footsteps from the door and begged me not to ask for more. No threat, no knot, no knot. When the room forgot, I understood what time had taught. She spoke so soft I had to lean, her voice a thread of silken seam. But when she stopped, the room grew loud with things she never said aloud. Her final word was plain and small, but left a weight I can't recall. Beneath the sound she left were truths she never kept. A silence deeper than the note that clung like buttons on her coat. No scream, no theft, just sound she left, and what it buried in my chest. I play her voice on tape again, but all I hear is cold within. The way her breath would catch and pause like tides retreating from a cause. She didn't cry, she didn't plead, but left a wound that doesn't bleed. Beneath the sound she left were questions I still heft, like chords that hung without resolve, like poems time refused to solve. No tone, bereft, just sound she left, and silence stitched between each cleft. They say goodbye is shaped by tone, but hers left shadows not her own. And now the quiet hums her name through walls that haven't been the same. Beneath the sound she left, my heart still takes a breath, expecting echoes that won't come, just resonance that makes me numb. No voice, no cleft, just sound she left, and all the truths she tucked beneath. Beneath the sound she left, my heart still takes a breath. She used to sing while folding sheets, a melody the floorboards greet. like honey trailing in the past. But now the walls just hum alone, as if her tone was never known. A voice that didn't stay, just slipped and ran away. No echo in the coffee steam, no whisper laced in morning's gleam. It won't replay, that voice won't stay. It left with more than just the day. I tried to catch it on the stairs, the vow she'd leave like floating prayers. But silence met me every floor, with sounds I never asked before. The breeze now speaks in stranger tongues, and nothing sounds where once she sung. A voice that didn't stay, no note for me to wait. Just empty space and spoken threads, and pauses stitched across our beds. No word to lay, her voice won't stay. It vanished like a vow delayed. Some voices haunt the things we keep, but hers just dove too deep. Strain through every line for something soft, for some small sign. A voice that didn't stay still walks the halls astray. Not in my ears, but in my hands, where absence tries to understand. No song to play, a voice that didn't stay. Just silence singing in its way. No creek beneath her heel that day, no curtain flinched to mark her way. The door still swung, the breeze was still, but something left against my will. She didn't whisper, didn't sigh, just faded like a winter sky. She closed without sound, no echo to rebound, no clatter of a final word, no silence sharp enough to hurt, just ground unbound. She closed without sound and left the air too still to drown. Her cup remained a ring of tea, but nothing else stayed near to me. The clock hands kept their rigid pace, but every tick forgot her face. And though the lamp still lit the frame, spoke her name. She closed without sound, like snow upon absence soft enough to flow, call profound. She closed without sound and left me where no noise is found. Not every end comes with a chord. Some simply step beyond the board. And what is gone without a trace, his heart is still a dead place. She closed without sound, no goodbye to expound, just vanished in the breath between two thoughts too tired to convene. No shout, no crown. She closed without sound and took the world that spun around. We stood between the open door. The words we knew had said no more. Her eyes looked down, my hands were still, a space too wide, a breath to fill. No argument, no final plea, just waiting on what couldn't be. Before the quiet spoke, we hung on every joke, like laughter might rewind the fall, like echoes might still scale the wall. No word we broke. Before the quiet spoke, we listened hard to all we choked. The floor was clean, the air was thin, like love had left but not walked in. She brushed her sleeve like dust from years. I smiled too soft to catch her tears. A clock somewhere had paused its tick, as if the end had one more trick. Before the quiet spoke, the moment nearly broke. I saw her mouth begin to part, but silence beat her to the start, too sharp to cloak. Before the quiet spoke, it told me more than hearts provoke. It told me more than some farewells land without a sound, but leave the loudest kind around. And when the hush begins to rise, it casts the truth we can't disguise. Before the quiet spoke, the room exhaled its smoke. She turned not fast, but like a thread, unspooling words we never said. I knew what love could not revoke. The chair still leans the way she sat, a sweater draped, forgotten flat. The coffee stain beneath her name still circles like an old refrain. She left, but not with a lock or seal, just faded into what was real. The memory left open, no hinge, no word was spoken, just pages flutter in the air of moments hanging half aware, not torn, not broken. The memory left open, like hearts too soft to say it's over. The photo frames still face her side, as if she stepped out just to hide. The scent remains upon the bed, like stories paused but never read. And every door she once passed through still waits like something love once knew. The memory left open still leans on what's unspoken. No curtain pulled, no final chord, just echoes dressed in soft decor. No token, no omen. The memory left open, a vow unsaid, a truth unchosen. Some leave with weight, some leave with light, but she just left the switch at night. And now the dark feels not quite done, as if she might return for one. The memory left open, like sky that won't be woken. It holds me here between two frames, where silence whispers half a name. No tear, no motion. The memory left open, and time forgets how to begin. The suitcase sits by the hallway door, same place she dropped the night before. Her coat still folded on the top, as if she left but couldn't stop. No zipper pulled, no wheels to roll, just silence heavy, loud and whole. A suitcase still packed after she said goodbye, like a breath that never learned to die. All the dresses, all the plans, folded neat by careful hands. She said she'd leave, but not how far. Now her scent still clings like an old guitar. with April rain and wedding rings. But every morning proves me wrong, and every dust just drags too long. The suitcase still packed after she said goodbye, like a room that won't admit the sky. The socks still paired, the notes unread, like someone paused and left instead. No goodbye kiss, no taxi sound, just one bag waiting on the ground. The suitcase still packed like it's a prayer for love that left without repair. Some leaves slamming every door. She left something worth more, a still life framed in cotton thread of what we were and what was said. A suitcase still packed after she said goodbye. Now shadows fold where hopes would lie. I leave it there, I let it be, as if she's still inside of me. And when I pass it late at night, I almost turn on one last light. A suitcase still packed, untouched, untried, like every word I kept inside. The static cleared around track 2. Then came a laugh I thought I knew, a whispered line about the rain, and I swear it pulled me back again. It wasn't her, or so I guessed, but it hit like something half confessed. A voice on the radio that sounds like her, like wind inside a weathered blur. It said, "This one's for the hearts that ache," and I forgot which path to take. She's not a DJ, not a star, but I'd follow that sound wherever you are. A voice on the radio that sounds like her. Turn my steering wheel into a blur. She spoke between two country songs about lovers lost and holding on. The way she said, "I miss the fall," felt just like our old porch and walls. I tried to catch the station's name, but the signal slipped like blame. A voice on the radio that sounds like her, like dreams that drift but don't occur. It filled the car with warmth and sting, like late July and wedding rings. No last name said, no channel shown, just airwaves echoing alone. A voice on the radio that sounds like her still haunts the places we prefer. just the dark and wind, or the way some wounds don't ever mend. But every time that station plays, I pray her ghost has more to say. A voice on the radio that sounds like her still turns my nights to yes and word. It plays like fade with perfect tone and leaves me reaching toward the phone. But no one's there, just whisper sound, still circling that haunted round. A voice on the radio. I lit it once, back in July, when your coat still hung nearby. I meant to blow it out by fall, but never did, just let it call. Its flame was small, but never died, like all the words I left inside. The candle that stayed lit through every storm and quiet split. No wind could take it from its post. It burned for you, the very most. It wasn't loud, it wasn't grand, just warmth you'd feel but wouldn't plan. The candle that stayed lit outlasted when your shadow quit. I watched it flicker through the news, through songs we loved and unpaid dues, through winter's breath and window frost. It stayed though everything I lost. And even when I left the room, its glow still whispered like perfume. The candle that stayed lit held many we without permit. It wasn't meant to shine that long, but it outlived our favorite song. No match could start what it became. It burned not fire but your name. The candle that stayed lit now lights the space where you once fit. Some loves explode, some loves resign, but this one just refused the line. And while the dark came slow and sure, that flame kept dancing like it knew her. The candle that stayed lit still sits beside the photograph you knit. No one's here to trim its wick, but still it burns, quiet and quick. And if you ever do return, you'll find the light that dared to burn. The candle that stayed lit, like me, too stubborn to admit. down on hotel notepads, folded lines between the good and bad. Your name in ink, your laughing rhyme, a second chance that missed its time. I kept it hidden in my coat, the weight of every word I wrote. It's the note I never sent, full of things I might have meant, 1,000 truths I never spoke, in sentences that nearly broke. No address, no final page, just thoughts that couldn't leave the cage. The note I never sent still burns without a vent. It had your song, it had your storm, it kept my side of love still warm. I crossed out lines, I wrote too fast, like I still love you from the past. I signed it once, then changed my name, afraid you'd read it just the same. It's the note I never sent, a quiet scream, a last lament. It said too much and not enough, like half a dance, like broken stuff. You wouldn't know what it could mean, but in my hands it still felt clean. The note I never sent was where my silence went. I thought of mailing it each spring, but some confessions clip their wings. And though I moved and let you go, the paper stays beneath my soul. Ooh. It's the note I never sent, not for lack of will or punishment, but some truths die too slow to speak, and bloom in ink but never leak. So if one day you wonder why no love was there, it just passed by. In the note I never sent, still folded where I meant. She calls and falls just after dusk, when leaves turn gold and hearts turn husk. Her voice is low, her words unsure, like someone knocking on a door. She lingers close through winter's frost, then melts away like morning lost. She forgets me in spring, when flowers bloom and bluebirds sing. I fade beneath the warmer skies as new love shine in greener eyes. She only needs me when it's gray, when life feels far and hope's away. She forgets me in spring, like I was just a borrowed thing. Walk through snow, we talk like flames. She speaks in half-remembered names. But when the thaw begins to rise, I see goodbye behind her eyes. She packs her laugh with daffodils and leaves me with the winter chills. She forgets me in spring, like snow forgets the suffering, like coats return to closet hooks, like poems skipped in newer books. And though she never says goodbye, I watch her lift into July. She forgets me in spring, while I remember everything. I wish I bloomed with brighter leaves, but I'm the one who always grieves. Some love survives through every sun, but ours just ends when days have begun. She forgets me in spring, while I still feel the echo ring of nights we shared by candles glow, now swallowed by the river's flow. I wade through summer, fall, and cold to be her warmth when life grows old. She forgets me in spring, but I'm the song she used to sing.